Hey guys, it's All Things Disney, and today I'll be showing you how to create this cute little Donald Duck charm from the Tidbits collection on your rainbow loom. So as you can see, Donald has a lot of props and just add-on things. So this tutorial will be pretty easy considering how small he is, but it's a little, even though it's easy, there are some parts that we need to add on in the end. So it's a little complicated, but still easy, if you understand what I mean. Either way, this is an original design, and so yeah, we can get started now. The supplies you will need to create Donald are one rainbow loom set up in the staggered configuration with the red arrow facing towards you, one rainbow loom hook. You're going to need 30 white bands, 24 blue bands, and I'm using navy blue. You're going to need 4 black bands, 2 gold bands, 2 red bands, and 15 mango bands, or whatever color you want to use for the beak and the feet right here. With the red bands, today I'm going to be using Alpha Loom bands, the Alpha Red, because I think that it adds a more tight and thick look to the bow tie. But if you do not have Alpha bands, you can use 2 plain red bands. And we're also going to need a pair of scissors to cut up here when we get to that point to make the hat a little more detailed. And now you can get your supplies ready and then we can get started. Now we can get started. Before we start, however, I wanted to just mention that the gold bands that I'm going to be using today are jelly gold bands. So I just wanted to mention that so that you knew what I'm using. So, you're going to start, like I said before, with the red arrow facing towards you in the staggered configuration, and we can start by placing one single black band from the top center peg to the one underneath it, like that. Next, we're going to take double of our blue bands, or navy blue bands, which I'm using, and go diagonally from the center to the left side. Next, we're going to go diagonally to the right, like that. Now we can go down diagonally from the left side into the center like that, and then do the same on the other side, creating a diamond shape like that. Now we can just take one more of our navy blue bands and make a sort of rectangular shaped, sort of like across, just stretch one band across on the second peg from each side, counting down, and then you can take it in your fingers and twist it back over both pegs again so that it'll be more tight. So just twist it over. Now you have a doubled over band. You just place it over all the bands on the side, don't overlap. So now we have the hat basically. We're going to add on more later, but that is basically the shape for the hat that we need. So next we're going to take double of our white bands and go diagonally from the center where the hat is closed off to the left side, like that. Next we're going to do the same on the opposite side, so go diagonally from the center to the right with double white bands. Now we're going to go down once on the left with double white bands, and then once on the right, just going down. Like that. Then go down 2 times in the center. And I wanted to mention that the band count that I showed you guys before is just rough estimates, which I forgot to say, so there might be more bands than you need. So I just like having more to be prepared, so you might not have the exact number, it's rounded up and estimated. So, next we're going to go on by taking 2 of our mango bands and go diagonally into the center like that. Next, take another 2 mango bands, or whatever color you're using for the beak, and go in from the right side into the center, therefore closing off the face like that. Next, we're going to take double of our white bands and bring them down from the center. Then we're going to take double of our navy blue bands and go to the right. Then do the same, going diagonally to the right. Actually, that's the left. I'm messing up my sides already. And I wanted to tell you that the reason why I made Donald today is because Donald's birthday is this Tuesday. As of the time that I'm going to be posting this, it's June 9th, and he's actually turning 81. Wow, he's really old. Isn't he getting old? So, it's Donald Duck's birthday coming up. Next, you're going to go down once on the left side with double blue bands. Then do the same on the right side. Then do the same in the center. Just go down once. Then we're going to take our white bands and go down once on each of the sides. Take double of them and do the same thing. Donald Duck was actually first created in 1934. So last year in 2014, he was turning 80, so now he's turning 81 if you do the math. So, now we have our completed body once you've done all of those. We're going to take one white band and make a triangle band on each of the pegs, which should be the 9th peg down from the top side on the left, center, and the right peg. And I'm pretty sure. So, like that. We're going to take the bottom part of the triangle and bring it up to the center. Now we're going to make another triangle above it, and you don't have to do anything to that. Now we can add on the arms and the legs. So, we're going to add on first the legs, so take out your hook and twist one mango band around the tip of your hook 2 times, creating 3 loops. Like that. Then you're going to take double mango bands, place them on the tip of your hook, and slide on the loops. Bring those back over like that. Then you can take it off your hook with your fingers and place it on the 9th peg down from the top. Like that. Now we can continue by doing the same on the opposite side. So we're going to take out our hook and twist one band around the tip of your hook 2 times, creating 3 loops. Then take double bands and place them on the tip of your hook, and then place them on the opposite side of where we just placed the others, which I actually think is the 8th peg. So I think I'm wrong with that. I'm pretty sure it's the 8th peg down, but I'm not doing the math right now. So now we can add on the arms. So we have our 2 legs, or feet, whatever you want to call them. Then you're going to take one single white band and twist it around the tip of your hook 2 times, creating 3 loops. Then you're going to take double of your navy blue bands, place them on the tip of your hook, and slide on the white loops. Then you can take it off your hook with your fingers and place it on the 6th peg, I believe, from the top side on the right. Then we're going to do the same thing again to place on the opposite side. So take one white band, twist it around the tip of your hook 2 times, and then we're going to take double blue bands and place them on the tip of your hook, slide on the loops like that, and then you can just take it off your hook and place it right there on the 6th peg down from the right. So now we have most of the body added on, and you might be thinking, when are we going to add on the bow tie or these little like gold things on the side? We're going to add all of those on later, including the final arrangements with the hat, the bow tie, and stuff like that, so don't worry about those. Next we're going to move up to the face and we're going to add on the eyes. So you're going to take out your hook, place one black band on the tip of your hook, and loop it around 3 times, creating 4 loops. Then do the same thing again above it, but not overlapping. That'll create the 2 eyes, as you can see there. So next we're going to take one white band and place it on the tip of your hook, and then slide on all the loops for the eyes. And my white band just went flinging along, so I'm going to just twist it again, and then just redo that step. So take one white band on the tip of your hook and slide on all of the loops that are right there. Then we're going to do the same for the other eye. Like that. Then you're going to place it on the 4th peg down from the top on the right and on the left. Then you can simply separate the eyes from each other, like that, and then with your hook, grab the top part of the band and bring it up to the center on the fourth peg down from the top, therefore separating the eyes like that. So now we have our main components of the body done. So now we can start to hook or loom it up, and then we'll just add on all the extras later. So we'll get to that in a moment. So we're going to start by going in the bottom at the center and grab only the bottom two bands and bring those up. They should be 2 white bands. Then you're going to go in and grab the bottom 2 blue bands and bring those up like that. Then stop there. Now on the right side we're going to go in the feet and the triangle band, the oddly shaped one, and grab only the bottom 2 white bands and bring those up. Then go in the triangle band, grab only the bottom 2 blue bands and bring those up. Then we're going to go in the arm, grab only the bottom 2 blue bands and bring those up. And I'm just going to fix that so it's not twisted. Like that. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So go in both the feet and the triangle band, bring the bottom 2 up. Then you're going to go in the triangle band and bring only the bottom 2 blue ones up. Then go under the arm and grab only the bottom 2 blue bands and bring those diagonally in. So now the body is done. So it should look like this, and then we can move up to the neck, the head, and the hat. So we're going to go under all of these blue bands and grab only the bottom 2 white bands and bring those up. This will hold together the whole body, so you want to make sure that it doesn't snap. So next we're going to go in and grab the top 2 mango bands and bring those to the right. Then go back in, grab the next top 2 and bring those to the left. Then you can just go in the last 2 and bring the double white bands up. Then do the same thing again, but then stop there. Now on the right side, we're just going to go under the eye triangle band and every band that is there and grab only the bottom 2 white bands. Then do the same, grab only the bottom 2 and bring those diagonally in from the left into the center, from the right actually. So now we're going to do the same on the left side, so go in everything, grab only the bottom 2 white bands and bring those up. Then go in on the diagonal and bring only the bottom 2 bands up, like that. So now we have our face done as well, and our body. Next, when you have done this, we can move on to the hat. So go under all these white bands, and it seems like I have a broken band there, or I don't know what this is. A random white band there, so let me go figure what that is. So I figured out what that random white band was. It had to go there. So next we can move on to the hat. So we're going to go in all of these white bands and grab the top 2 blue bands. There should be 4 blue bands there, and you're only grabbing the top 2 that are going to the right. Then go back in and grab the next top 2, which are going to the left. Then go in on the right side, go under that sort of triangle band and grab only the bottom 2 bands. There's a lot of I guess stress here. It's really hard to move these bands because of this band right here, so I'm just going to leave it like that. Then on the left side we're going to do the same thing. Then once you've done that, you can go in and grab that bottom single black band like that. Then once your loom looks completely like this, you can go on from the outside, grab only the bottom part of the black band, bring it over the peg, and then you can just pull on the band to tighten it. Now we are done. So we can take off everything from the bottom up. And then we're going to do everything else once we get this off. Okay, so now your Donald may look all curvy and stuff, so let me move my loom out of the way so we can focus on this guy. So, you're going to move to the side where the feet are showing more. So my feet are showing the most here. See, the other side you can't see them as well. On this side you can see that in that adorable sitting position that all the Tidbits have. So, you can stretch out the face, make it look more like a duck. We're going to add something to the face to make it look more duck-like, because right now it doesn't exactly look like this. If you like the way the face looks, you can keep this like that, and it'll be perfectly fine like that, but I just thought that they kind of look a little separated, the beak, so I'm going to add something in the middle just to kind of like brace them together. So I'm going to stretch out the hat a little bit, and the hat looks really ginormous right now. I'm going to shift it to the side and kind of squish it down just to like make it look a little smaller. Then you're going to take your remaining black band and you're going to bring it over the hat and then just twist it around once right there. You might need to shift the hat back over a bit, like that. So now we can go on to everything else. We're going to do the hat later. We'll deal with that later, but first we're going to add on the bow tie. So we're going to bring our loom back out. So welcome back, Rainbow Loom, it's here again. So you're going to take one of your red bands, which like I said before, I'm using the alpha band, and stretch it among any two bands on the whole loom. You can also do this with your hands, but I recommend using it on the loom because I just like it better. Then you're going to go with your hook underneath it and grab that other red band, bring it over with the other one still in your hand, and bring it back onto your hook like that. Then you're going to pull the one that's furthest away from you over the other loop, and then pull on it, and that'll create the tie. Then you can just take it off the loom like that. So let me adjust that. See, now we have our miniature bow tie. And we can still use this to help us. So I'm going to move my loom out of the way again, and it's time to focus back on Donald. So we're going to turn him around to the back side, which is the side without the feet showing as much. And you're going to go around near the neck and just poke with your hook, poke through his body. You want to kind of have it centered. Just poke through. Like that. So he's like, there's a hole in his body. You're going to take the longest band or loop thing from the bow tie and place it on the tip of your hook. Then you can just pull it through his body. And you could just leave that there. So now on the opposite side, the bow tie should be showing. You can move up the bow tie if you want it to look more like it's on his neck. I'm going to leave this like this for now, just to save time and stuff. So next we're going to move on to his little, like, the accent color of his jacket, I want to say, but I don't really know what to call it. So this little gold stuff. So we're going to go on his arms, and you can just take your single gold jelly band and twist it around once over the arm. And he's a little delicate once you put this on. You don't have to use these. If you don't like them, you don't have to put them on. It's optional. So now we have one of them done. You're just going to do the same step again. And just twist it over. So it looks like this. And these can fall off at any moment, so he's kind of delicate now, but you can take them off and easily put them back on, so it's not a problem if they fall off. So next we're going to add on an extension to the beak, so it'll look more like this. If you don't like the way this looks, then you can leave it like this. That's perfectly fine if you like that. But for me, I'm going to take double of my mango bands, or whatever color you used for the beak, and go from the back side, go through with your hook, like that, near his mouth area, or beak You're just going to place the 2 bands on the tip of your hook, then hold on to them on this side, then go back through for the other side, then place the bands on there that you were holding on to, and then pull it through onto the back. Then we'll have both sides here, which I obviously did something wrong. I don't know what I did. Oh, I made a slip knot. So then you have both sides right here, and then you can just take one more single mango band, pull everything through it on the tip of your hook, and then bring it back on, and then you can just tie a slip knot. Now we're done with that. So I just think it kind of binds the beak together a little more, like that. So obviously one of my gold things fell off, so I'm not going to bother with putting that back on right now because I just want to get on with showing you how to add everything else on. So now we're going to move up to the hat. We've done everything else with the add-ons in the body and the face, so now it's time for the hat. So the first thing I'm going to do is flip him over. I'm going to take my hook and go through some of the white bands from his body, and then go through some of the blue bands on his lower level of his hat, and then through some of the bands on the top of his hat, like that. Then I'm going to place another navy band here and just pull everything through it, and then make a slip knot, like that. And for some reason the blue is showing here. I don't know why. It's like really odd. It's showing right here. So that, I just did that. You don't have to do that. I did that to kind of like leave it permanently to the side, to kind of like shift it to the side and stay there, and to just kind of like make the hat look a little smaller. So now we have done everything except for completing with the scissors. So we're going to take out our handy dandy scissors, and you're going to place the black band, the slip knot right there, and make a hole. Just snip it right there, and now we're done with our scissors. So you can just say goodbye to your scissors. You don't need them anymore. So now we have our two ends of the hat right here. So you can leave them both here, right there. But I'm going to only use one, so I'm going to make a knot right here before I snip them so that it's secure. Then I'm going to do that same thing again. So I'm going to knot it 2 times to be extra secure so that our slip knot does not fall off at any random time when you're like using it somewhere or something like that. If you're using it on your backpack and then it just falls apart, that would just be unfortunate. So now we have 2 sides, and I knotted them so that they'll be secure. I'm really bothered by that. I don't know what that is. So say hello again to your scissors. I didn't think you would be needing them again, but here they are. So you're going to snip one side of the hat with your scissors. Watch out, make sure you're not snipping any of the hat. Then you just want to trim it down. And still be careful. If you're a child, I recommend asking a parent to do this, or have parents' permission so that you do not hurt yourself, because I don't want anyone getting hurt. So you can kind of trim down this one remaining band too, while not trimming it off completely. We don't want that. So now when you've done that, I'm just going to trim this a little more. When you've done that, you can just throw out all these little things and move over your scissors. So now we've done pretty much all of the add-ons. So you can still continue to stretch out your Donald and everything like that. I might go and stretch it a little more and fix it when I'm done with this tutorial, because I don't want to get into full detail now, but that is everything that you have to do to add on to your Donald. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope that you will make these, and so yeah, and please comment, like, and subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this tutorial for more tidbits, which are coming soon. I'm going to be adding more of these little cuties coming soon, so stay tuned for those. And yeah, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you real soon. Bye!